Okay, guys, today is a big day. We're going to be learning something brand new. Parents, if you're listening, today is the day. We are going to be learning how to do traditional addition, meaning we're going to learn how to do math the way your parents learn how to do math. So, make sure you're really listening. Be thinking of questions you could be asking as we're going through. And most importantly, don't just watch it. Like, be thinking as I'm going through this one, okay? All right. So I'm feeling good today. We're going to be learning something new. So yeah, it's Tuesday, meaning I have the right slide. Okay. On this one, I'm going to kind of cruise through these first warm-up ones because I think you guys can do it. Just make sure you're doing this on a number line. Okay. So make sure you're working on that subtraction on a number line. Show your jumps as you're going along. Okay. Starting at 26, jumping to 75. Go through and show those. Okay. Should be rocking it on time. Same thing with rounding. If you need to use this, okay, need to use this bottom part, meaning you're saying, well, I know that this 54 is between 50 and 60. 55 is right in the middle. So where would you round that one? Okay. Or if you just want to use this poem, 5 or more, let it soar. 4 or less, let it rest. But go ahead and make sure you write your answers for each one on these spots. Okay. Play style, you guys should rock this one. Make sure you're reading it closely. Okay. Putting those numbers in the correct spot, paying attention. These are all mixed up. And then answer this question in red. Don't skip the stuff in red. It's in red for a reason. Okay, so you see it. Red means stop on stop sign, so it means stop and do it on Pear Deck. So what is the value of the digit in the hundreds place? You'll write that right in there, okay? And sometimes the pencil might help you with that because when you bring up the text box on your iPad, the keyboard goes up and covers it. So use that pen. It won't cover it up as much, okay? Writing numbers in expanded form, so breaking them up into hundreds, tens, and ones. Okay, and we're going to use that. Okay, so traditional method for addition. Okay, I'm going to show you how we take it from the partial sums, which is what we've been doing it with expanded form, to traditional, which is going to ultimately make it less work, but we've got to understand why it works. Okay, so take a look. You'll see I split the screen into partial sums addition and then traditional addition. Okay, you can see I split it up right there. Partial sums versus traditional. Okay, we're going to start with the partial sums part first. Okay, so when we're adding with the partial sums, we're always paying attention to our tens column and ones column. And all we're doing is we're just splitting it out and putting it in expanded form. So 36 is made up of 30 and 6, and 57 is made up of 50 and 7. Then all I have to do is add up my ones column to get 13, add up my tens column to get 80, combine that, and I get 93. Okay, so now with traditional addition, I'm going to show you how it's pretty much the same, except we don't have to do this part of expanding form. Okay, so the first thing you're going to start with, always start with the ones and work your way over. Okay, so start small with the smallest one, the ones, and work your way over. Okay, so for the ones, we're going to add up 6 plus 7. Okay, now I know 6 plus 7 is 13, but watch how I write this. I'm going to keep my 3, because if I was going to write 13 in expanded form, I would say it's 10 plus 3. Okay, so watch how I write this 13 over here. I'm going to go 6 plus 7. I'm going to keep my 3 in the ones place, but I'm going to carry this 10 up over here to the tens place. Okay, so now in my tens, I have 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 5 is 9. And look, I get the same answer, 93 with traditional addition and 93 with my partial sums. Okay, so all we're doing with traditional is instead of writing it in expanded form and then adding my ones and my tens, I'm just doing it this way. I'm adding my ones, carrying my tens over to the tens column, and then adding up my tens column. Okay, let's try another one. All right, so now we have 46 plus 38. Okay, if I was doing it with my partial sums addition, I would split it out in expanded form. So I have 40 plus 6, 30 plus 8. See how I have my tens column and my ones column. Okay, when I add up my ones, 6 plus 8 is 14. Okay, 40 plus 30 is 70. When I add up 70 plus 14, I get the grand total of 84. Okay, all right, so now let's look. Over here in the traditional section, all we're doing, okay, is we're starting with our ones column first. Now, I already know from over here that 6 plus 8 is 14. Now, remember, when we're doing 14, we can split that out into a 10 and a 4, which is exactly what we're doing over here with traditional, okay? I'm putting my 4 in the ones place, because there is a 4 in the ones place, and I'm carrying this 10 over to the tens place. So I'm putting my 110 right there. Now all I have to do is add up the tens column. So 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 84. Okay, so all the traditional addition method does is see all of this work that we have to do with expanded form. You're doing the exact same thing, except it's way less work that you're actually having to show. Okay? All right. Hopefully you guys are still with me and paying attention. Let's see if we can do this next part together, okay? Now, when you guys go back through and do all of your Pear Deck slides, you're going to go through and do exactly what I've been doing, okay? This is really going to show that you're kind of with me. Because if we were in the classroom, Miss Strampy and I would have you be doing this exact same thing in slates. So you might even get a scratch piece of paper out quick while you're doing this, and you can be working it together with me. So then when you go back to do it on your Pear Deck, it'll be a lot easier. Okay, so with the partial sums, we're going to do that part first, okay? So I know I'm going to split this out to 20 plus 9, okay, just splitting out my tens and ones. And then 43 is made up of a 40 and 3, okay? Then all I have to do is just add up because here's my ones column, here's my tens column, okay? So I'm going to start by adding up my ones column. So 9 plus 3 is 12, okay? 20 and 40 is, say it with me, 60. So 60 plus 12 is going to give me the grand total of 72. Okay, now that we know how it works with partial sums, let's jump over and do it with traditional, okay? Starting with my ones column first. So 9 plus 3 is 12. So I'm going to keep my 2 in the ones spot, and my 10 is going to go up to the top of my 10 spot, okay? So just like with this 12, how we were splitting that up into our 10s and our ones, same thing over here. I keep my ones in the one spot, which is the 2, okay? And then I bring my 10s to the 10 spot. So now 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. Okay, all you're doing is adding up 10s. 1 10, 2 10s, 4 10s. Okay, so now I have 72. I got the same answer both times. Yes, that means I probably have it correct. Okay, so now we're going to keep going with this slide. And again, we're breaking it up into partial sums and then doing it with traditional addition. I don't want you just doing the traditional addition. I want you to start with the partial sums and then move to traditional, okay? So 47, we're going to expand it to 40 plus 7. I love that this one's a double because doubles are fun. 40 plus 7, okay? Now I'm again, just breaking up my ones column and my tens column, okay? So adding up my ones, 7 plus 7 is, hopefully you said 14, okay? And then 40 plus 40 is 80, okay? So now all I have to do is add those up. 80 plus 14 is 94, okay? Now, once you've done it with partial sums, then move over to your traditional addition, okay? Again, start with the Okay, 7 plus 7 is 14. I'm going to keep my 4 in the 1 spot and move that 1 up over here to the 10 spot. Okay, and then here's a big mistake that a lot of second graders make. Even third graders made it last year. They forget to add that 10. Okay, so don't let that happen to you. I like to circle it. So 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. And I got the same answer on both sides. So hopefully you guys are seeing how partial sums and traditional addition, they're pretty much the same thing. We're just showing our work a little differently by carrying that 1 up over here and not getting it into expanded form. Okay? All right. Once you get there, you made it. Okay? Congratulations! First day with traditional addition. Now, if you're going back and you're in that Pear Deck and you're having a hard time, okay, your parents will be able to help you. Your older brother or sister will be able to help you, okay? They've been adding like this for a long time. Or if they're still confused and they aren't sure how to help you, jump on those office hours. Miss Strampy and I would love to get on and help you out with this, okay? But like this slide said, go back and check your answers. Make sure you've answered both on the partial sums and the addition method, okay? I can't wait to see what you guys do with this. Good luck. If it's hard today, don't worry. We have a lot of days of practice, okay? Plenty of practice, and as we keep going, hopefully it's going to get easier and easier, okay? All right. For now, I'm going to sign off. See you guys.